Hello everybody, this is Bugsy here for another Steven review. Well, Mindful Education. Well, that was a good one because Connie freaking deals with the fact that she hurt a kid, and Steven had to deal with the fact that basically, he had no choice with Eyeball and Bismuth. So, yeah. The thing about Steven is, I want him to kind of understand, in these newer episodes that he can't save everybody. He can only save the people who want to be saved, or the people who want to be good, want want what they want. You can't just say, hey. You can't just say, hey, I'm here to help you, like he did with Jasper, because Jasper wasn't in having that shit. You know? But that's just me, because I believe Steven won't mature. This episode pretty much shows that Steven really does have a long way before he actually becomes a leader of anything. But I think he will mature into a leader that has to make the hard choices that the others probably won't be willing to make. He needs to do that because he needs to be the leader. Like, remember the extended song about I'll be everything that everybody wants when I'm grown. So yeah, I think he will. I think he will be. I think one day he'll be a functioning leader. Right now, he's got a lot to learn. The song in Mindful Education was. I mean, I heard Rebecca Sugar sing it on one of Astrovox's clips of the Steven Universe panel on in Comic Con when it was still Comic Con. And that, my friends, was amazing. But hearing Garnet's voice actor freaking singing was pretty good too. It was nice. It was basically a song all about balancing. I like that. Being my characters are basically, two of my characters that I made are basically chaos, but they do support balance above everything else. So yeah, kind of like that. It's a good little lesson. Anyways, so yeah, then when they get to Steven starts tripping out about Bismuth and Eyeball, and and then they unfuse. And basically, Connie was the one that talked him down. It was like, you gotta deal with the fact that it was bad, and you gotta move on. And they basically did. But like I said, I think Steven is on his way of being a good leader. He needs to learn that he's gonna have to make the hard choices. This is what he has to do. And I think he's well on his way. This episode, if I actually did give number ratings, it would get a 5 out of 5 because everything was good. Studio Trigger even helped animate this. I'm not going to say where because I think a lot of you will either figure it out before anybody else does. Don't spoil it in the comments, though. But, basically, yeah. That was Mindful Education in a nutshell. I had a lot of fun with this episode because literally we get a little bit more character development with Steven because, Steven pretends like some of that stuff that he didn't bother him, and I'm glad they kind of addressed it. Because, I gotta say this, it's dull if a character is happy all the time. It's dull if a character just shakes stuff off, if it's like a massive, like, tragedy or a big blow to their character. It's just it's messed up that they'll just go back, they'll reset and go back to the way things work. That's the reason. That's one of the reasons I always get on my friends that are writers about like their characters being all so perfect. They have to have something that they have to have some flaw that makes them have to rise up. Because if they don't, they're just like annoying. They're just annoying. They're just they're just annoying stereotypical good guys. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Steven has flaws, insecurities, and this episode pretty much shows that full force. So let that be a lesson to anybody who's writing a character, making a story, making a show. Your characters need flaws. Your characters need flaws. That's what I really need to say to you all. They need flaws. They need something that they can overcome. But they need them. Because that's what makes a character great. You want to see them succeed. You want to see them rise above whatever is plaguing them. You want to see them do better than they ever possibly could. You know? That's just me. That's why I used to read a whole bunch of Superman. That's why I used to read a whole bunch of Superman comics. Because Superman had problems too. You guys may think he was always perfect, but sometimes he lost. A lot of times. And he had to rise above most of the stuff that happens, and be greater, come out of it greater and stronger than he ever had before. That's one of the things I like about Superman. Yeah, on the surface he may look perfect, but on the other hand, there's a lot more Superman that a lot of people don't get. But yeah, I think that's about enough of me, Bugsy, telling you all that characters need flaws. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.